Hello everyone. Hello goat. We're just back at the farm. We're just going to check, make sure there's no swarms, and see what the old spring honey situation could be, because the brewery wants some honey to do a beer, do a specialty beer. So we're going to see if we can get a bit of honey off for the brewery to do a specialist beer. We'll see. I don't think they're going to be very happy because it's been a bit wet, and we'll see. Anyway, at least it's not super boggy. The Panda's developed an exhaust leak. It's got a little hole in it. Sounds like a rally car. Anyway, onwards and upwards. So the bees are all active. I just see a bloody rat on the trailer, and then it went down and through an hole and across the chassis and back in the freaking hedgerow. These bees have got a wasp. Look, they nailed a wasp. Welcome back everyone. See the little 3 donkeys out there? Eeyore, eeyore, and eeyore. And a beautiful field of buttercups right near the bees. Sadly, so I've read, it's toxic to the bees, so the bees won't really go on it. But look at it all, that's a whole field of buttercups there, and the next field. Such a shame the bees don't forage that. Anyway, yesterday we took a bit of honey off of some of the hives. 2 reasons really. One was to get a little bit of a spring crop, and the second reason was to free up a little bit of space, because it would be oilseed rape honey as well, so to get that off before it sets and to give them a bit of space so they got more room. So I'm just at the farm now, and I'm going to take the empty boxes down because they spun out the frames yesterday up here at the farm. I spun some out at home with the electric spinner, which was good fun. Went for a ride across the conservatory. Yeah, that's all I'm doing. I'm putting the boxes on, and then I'm off up to the deer farm to have a check on them and put the boxes back on and maybe do a split. I did a split yesterday, and then I'm going to set up a queen rearing hive. So I'll come back. Hello cow, moo! I'll come back in a bit. Right, so I've just put the frames back on the hives. So they've all got a lot of supers on now to fill up. But with the weather we've had and the stuff, it's just been a bit rubbish this year. Like, everything's so far behind on the bees. Hopefully things are going to pick up. All the rape's over now really around our way, so it's been like you've had to go through your hives, and rather than just taking a whole box off, you've not been able to. You've had to sift through everything, you know, and bring the light frames into the middle, take the bigger frames out, the heavier frames out, and just spin off what you can really. The bees have took quite a bit down into their brood boxes. So I don't know, we got this little nuke here. I put a super on this yesterday because it's slowly growing. We need to trim up in front of the hives. Bloody ants. Trim the front of the hives out so the bees have got a good clear way in and out. This hive's doing well, they're re-queening at the moment. I did a split off of them, so they're re-queening. We took a little bit of honey off of them yesterday, but same thing, you couldn't just take the whole box off. There's still some frames in that box, because you could only do what they had spare really. They've got, I checked, and they've got quite a bit in the brood still, so take off what they've got at the top, and that helps them eat some of the brood out the bottom, which frees up some space for the queen to pump out some little baby bees. Yeah, anyway, like, plan is the hive in the corner, the massive stack, is a really good strong colony, and the queen is like pucker on that. They're the Red Bull bees that are like crazy fast. I'm going to breed queens off of them, and then there's one up on the trailer that are going to breed queens off the 2 hives for down here. So we need to set up a couple of hives that are going to pump out some drones so that they can so they've got a good drone population to get good mated queens. Anyway, I'll turn you off for now. Got bee wants to be on camera. It's not they're not aggressive, so despite being messed about with and stuff yesterday and the day before, they're not really aggressive. So yeah, come on little bees. Hello everyone, I'm up at the deer farm. More of these lovely buttercups that the bees don't go on. If you look where my bees were, they no longer are. We shuffled everything around. Chaos, bee chaos. Anyway, we're going to just come and get some of the, well, not supers, but we're going to run through the hives and just relieve them of a bit of honey and give them a bit of room and stuff. See what's occurring. So the bees are all flying. I hope they like their new sunny location. It's looking good. So what a beautiful spot. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm not sure what that is over there. That might be rape. Ah, rape! Could potentially have hives over there too, look. Ooh. Yeah, what a spot. All the bees are flying. So I'm just going to pop the tops and have a look. I think this big one here, we can probably relieve them of a box or a few frames. We'll just have a look. So the bees are producing some beautiful frames. You could take that, you see, but this is a small colony. So we don't want to be robbing, we don't want to rob all their honey. See, this was a split from last year, that was a split from last year, that was a split from last year, and I'm sure that was a split from last year. And then there was two, no, I think these 3 were splits from last year, and that one was a split from last year. This is a new colony from a overwintered nuke. That's an original colony, which is why it's so strong. And I think this one was a was the Norfolk swarm. So we're going to just spread their box along. So yeah, them 3 nukes, them 3 were the overwintered splits, but they're all doing all right and they're building up. So them ones should give us a honey crop for the summer, which I was expecting. And then there's one more of these that was a split. So that one was another one of the splits, the overwintered from last year. So them 4, and then that one was I'm sure that one's a swarm. It was one of the swarms. But all of them, no honey to give. I've had to give that one a frame, that one, and that one a frame of honey. So it's not all take. I've got to give. So I'll just have a look through this one. This one will probably give us one box, but if they need it themselves, they can keep it. But they're super active. There is a bit of pollen coming in, so they'll just pick up. Right, so this is well, this will be the only hive that I'm going to take a little bit of honey off. So they've got a full box, well, they've got 2 full boxes, and if they've got some in this, I'll just probably take this box. Not all of this box, some of this box, and then some of their frames I'll spread them out with these lot, and then only if they've got something here. If they've not got nothing in here, then they'll keep that box, but they'll have a lot in the brood. A bit of a double brood on this. It's a monster colony. Almy and AJ lifted it. We was lucky like when we moved it, because I put this brood box in and moved the honey upstairs, and luckily when me and AJ moved it, this box was full, this box and this box, and this box was empty, so it was quite light. I don't think we'd move it now, but we lifted that with the frame lifter that I built. I didn't use the electric buggy. A bit scared on a hive like that. I will show a demo with the electric buggy though. So yeah, second box in is full as well. So if they're onto this, we'll take quite a bit of this honey. We'll take definitely that box, and then this box we'll take some, but then I say we'll put a couple of frames, or yeah, 2 frames I reckon, out of this on them other 4 hives. Even though I've given them all a frame, so they'll all have like an extra couple of frames of food. But I suspect they got lots in the brood box. I'm not going into that today. I'll do that in the evening. So this is my spring crop this year. So from the deer farm bees this year. So not as much as last year. Good box there. But I've not took all their honey. I didn't at the farm either. You couldn't, because June gap's coming up. So I've actually give a lot of the hives a couple of frames of honey from the big hives. So the big hives feeding the little hives, rather than putting syrup or anything on. But yeah, the bees are all doing good. It's just, you know, British weather, Great British weather, not the best. Anyway, just as long as the bees are good, that's all that matters. So yeah, I'll be able to show you my electric spinner when I spin out. It's going to be interesting. Just look at them bees flying. Hive of activity. Watching them, they're going straight across to that yellow stuff and straight back, which is only a good thing, because we're like 20th of May, so it's been a really poor year for the bees. But yeah, we've got a little honey crop, so anything they make now will last them through the June gap. They've got plenty in the downstairs as well, so they need to eat a lot of that out, but not to the point that they starve to death, which will free up a lot of room for the queen. So all good in the bee hood.